Hi, it's Kelly with Coffee Cups and Books, and today we're going to go over my top 25 to read in 2025 and check in and see how many I've read. I'm not sure how many I've read, but something tells me it's not a lot. First, let's go over my coffee cup, the coffee cup of the day. This is one I got at Starbucks. It's a collaboration between Starbucks and it says Bando. I don't know much about Bando, but anyway, it's a cute cup. I like the flowers on it, and yeah, it's just very cute. So it's kind of short and squat like me, so I do like it. Now, this empty shelf right here, this is where all the books that I have not read in this list, they're going to go right there so I can see them and say, okay. So every time I walk in my book room here, I'm going to look at them and say, okay, these are the books I need to read. So you'll see me putting them there. I'm hoping that that will help me read them because I'm kind of looking at them and I'm like, oh, I don't think I've read very many of these. So anyway, on with the show. The first book is Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. No, I have not read this book yet. I told myself I was going to read it this summer. It's July 1st that I'm filming this, and nope, haven't read it yet. I need to because once school starts, I'm not going to have time for this. So I really need to get to it ASAP. So I'm not going to be talking about the books, about what they are. Otherwise, this video will probably be super long. So I'm just going to say what the book is and if I've read it or not. So the next book on my list is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This is actually on my July TBR. I just finished Mockingjay. I decided to reread the original series before reading this. So I will be reading this this month. So I'm going to put it here with my July TBR. Actually, this is the only book on my list that I did not own when I made the list. And I still don't own it. This is my friend's copy. So I'm very thankful for her for letting me read it. So yes, I eventually will buy it. I just haven't yet. So yeah. But anyway, I'm going to read this month. So by the check-in at the end of the year, this will have been read. So the next book on my list is another big chunky book, Ruin by John Gwynne. This is the third in the Faithful and the Fallen series. I really liked books 1 and 2, and I need to get to book 3 before I forget what happened. In fact, I kind of have, so I'm going to have to read a summary on Malice and Valor. But yes, I do want to read this. Yeah, another big boy that I have not read. So I need to get to it. So I'm a 03 read. Awesome. Oof. You know, I might just put them on here and just yeah, I think I'm just going to put the books on the floor and put them there later. The next book on my list is The Little Friend by Donna Tartt. I have read The Secret History and The Goldfinch by her, and I really enjoyed both of them. And so I know I'm going to enjoy this too. I just haven't read it yet. I will say I hate this cover. I hate this cover. This doll is creepy. I do not. I don't like this cover. So if I can find a better cover, I will. So yeah, but nope, haven't read it yet. The next book on my list is also on my July TBR, so it should be read. It's The Dead Zone by Stephen King. This copy is my husband's. He bought it at a used bookstore, so that's why it doesn't have a dust jacket or anything like that. But yes, this is next on my Stephen King reading list. I'm trying to read them in order. And yes, my husband and I are almost done with, oh my gosh, Night Watch? No. I'll put in I'll put here what it's called. I cannot think of it. I've only had the one sip of coffee you just saw me take, so it's morning when I'm filming this. But anyway, this is next on my list, and so I wanted to read this year, and yes, it's on my July TBR, so I'll be reading that. Maybe I should read this when I'm a little bit more caffeinated. Or film when I'm a little bit more caffeinated. See? Oof. Next on my list is The Foxwife by Yang Shi Chu. I have not read this. I have read The Night Tiger by her, and I really liked it, so I wanted to read this. I'm going to read it, though, in the winter months. As you can see, it's got a very wintry vibe, so I'm waiting to read it until then. But no, I have not read it yet. Okay, the next book on my list is also on my July TBR. That is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's got a very summery vibe to it. So yes, I'll be reading it this month in July. But no, I have not read it yet. I don't even know what my score is right now, but I know it's low of how many I've read. Okay. The next book on my list is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I have not read anything by this author. I own quite a few of her books, but I have not read anything. I haven't even read the original. I know this is the redone by her. Yes, revised by her. So I wanted to read this, and when I found out she's revising it, I was like, I'm just going to wait and read the revised series. But no, I haven't read it yet. I do like the cover. It's really cool, but I haven't read this big boy yet. So no. Yes, the next book on my list I have read. This is Arabella by Georgette Hare. I did read this. It's like a Regency romance, and I did like it. It's very cute. It's very fun. It reminded me a lot of Pride and Prejudice, which is my favorite book. So, but yes, I got one. Woohoo! I think it's the only one so far that I've read. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, I liked it. The next book on my list was on my viewer's choice video, and it is The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow. I have not read it yet, and as you'll see from my July TBR, this was not the winner, so it's not on my July TBR. Hopefully I'll read it soon. I'm probably going to read it in the fall, like witchy vibes. It's very fallish to me, so yes, I'll be reading it then. Hopefully, fingers crossed. The next book on my list I also have not read, The Book of Magic by Alice Hoffman. This was also my viewer's choice. It was also not the winner. And I'm also probably going to read it in the fall. Again, another witchy book. So yes, fall is witches to me. But yes, I have read other books in this series, 2 other books in this series. And so I need to finish the series out. But I haven't yet. I know. This is not looking good, guys. This is not looking good. I'm kind of ashamed of myself. Half the year is done, and I have not read half of these books. So the next one is another book I have not read. The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. I have not read this author before, but I've heard that this book is good. I know she's got another one coming out, or maybe it's already out, that I want to read. But no, this is another one I will probably be reading in the fall because it looks like a spooky book, and I like to read spooky books in the fall. I know a lot of people read them for summer, like for Summerween, but I generally like to read them in the fall. So yes, another one I have not read. You could definitely hear my birds. Sorry. We have 4, so yes, they can get loud. The next book is The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. Another one I have not read. Big shock. Another one I will probably be reading in the fall. I've got a lot of books I need to read in the fall, so yeah, I should probably read the rest of the ones on this list so I have the fall open. But yes, no, I've not read this one. I've read quite a few of her books that I really like. I like the way she writes, so I was excited when I heard about this one. I've not heard great things about it, unfortunately, but I'm still willing to give it a try. So, because, you know, everyone has their own taste, and sometimes there are books that no one likes that I do, and vice versa. So, yes, I will be reading it. The next book I also have not read is The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. It is the second in a series. I read The Shadow of the Wind a couple of years ago, and I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. And I heard that this book is also good, that I wasn't going to continue with the series just because The Shadow of the Wind was so amazing. And I was like, okay, this is good. Nothing's, I'm not going to enjoy the rest of the books, but as much as that one. But everyone, people I know who have continued the series are like, no, continue the series. It's good. So here we go. I've read the next one. Yes. All the Shimmering Skies by Trent Dalton. This has been in quite a few of my videos, so I'm definitely not going to go over it. But yes, I've read it and I liked it. I'm excited. I've also read the next one. Yay! All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. I have read it. I think I read this in January. It was one of the first books I've read. So back when I was like, I'm going to get my 25 and 25 done early. Yeah, that girl didn't know who she was, I guess. But no, I read this book. I'm a big fan of Ashley Flowers' podcast, Crime Junkie. And yeah, I read this book and I'm excited. Another book read. Okay, this book I tried to read, but I DNF'd. The Wongs versus the World by Jade Chong. I tried to read it. I gave it the good old college try, and I DNF'd it. I did not like it. I did not connect with the characters. I did not like any of the characters. Now, I don't have to like characters to enjoy a book. But this one, I wasn't connecting with any of them. And they were all just, no, I did not like any of them. So I looked online on Goodreads, and a lot of people felt the same way. They DNF'd it. It wasn't great. So I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't get better, yeah, I'm just going to DNF. So I did. I don't like to DNF. I know life's too short to not DNF, but usually I like to try just to plow through and get the book read, but I couldn't. I was like, no. And my husband's like, don't read a book if you're not enjoying it. You've got way too many other books that you like, that you want to read, that you will like. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. So anyway, I DNF'd it. I'm counting it as read because I did try it. So yeah. Ooh. Okay, the next book on my list is one I did own, Sandwich by Catherine Newman, but I did read it. It was okay. It was fine. But I gave it away to someone who wanted it because I knew I was never going to read it again. And yeah, they were interested, and I thought, yeah, sure, why not? I actually won it in a Goodreads giveaway, so that was exciting. But yeah, it's a short summary book, so if you're looking for a summer book, yeah, Sandwich by Catherine Newman. But I read it, so another one on my read list. The next book was on my viewer's choice, and it was not the winner. A Crown of Swords by Robert Jordan. Nope, haven't read it yet. I know, we're all shocked. Yeah. The next book on my list, is one I am currently reading, Jade City by Fonda Lee. I haven't gotten very far. It's a big book, but I am currently reading it. So yes, this will be read. This is on my July TBR. Like I said, I've already started it, so it'll be read by the end of the month. I'm excited. The next book I've not read, The Magician's Daughter by H.G. Perry. I read another H.G. Perry book this year, but not the one that was on my top 25 to read. I know. But this one sounds fun. I really love the cover. It's got deckled edges. It was just pretty and it sounded interesting, so I bought it. But I haven't read it. The next one is another one that I have not read. Ooh, if I can get it. The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. I've read A Gentleman in Moscow by him, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. So I'm really hoping to like this one. It's another big boy. I should probably read in the summertime while I have got time to read it, but it's probably not going to happen. I'm going to be real. But no, I've not read it yet. So hopefully I will. The next book is a book I'm currently reading, and that is What Happens When Women Walk in Faith by Lisa TerKeurst. It's like a study, like a Bible study book. So I've gotten a little bit less than half, but I'm currently reading it. So this will be read by the end of the year. And the last book on my list is one I'm also currently reading, Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clark. I've read Piranesi by this author, and that book is a lot smaller than this one. I really like that one. I am currently reading this one. I'm not going to say how long it's taken me to get to this point. It's kind of embarrassing, but yes, I need to just pick it up and just read it through. But my problem is other books come up, and so I read those, and I might read a chapter here and then go back to reading like 10 books and then maybe come back for a chapter. I just need to plow through and read it. It's a big boy. I just need to be done with it. Yes, I meant to have this done last year. Didn't read it last year, so it was on my top 24 to read in 2024. So I carried it over to 2025. I don't want to carry it over to 2026. So hopefully I'll have it read by the end of the year. Yeah. Who thinks that's going to happen? Put it in the comments below. But anyway, I'm not sure how many of those I've read. Editing Kelly will put that on the screen. But tell me in the comments, one, what book do you think I should prioritize on this list? 2, what's on your list to read for the rest of the year? Did you make a 25 to read in 2025? How are you doing with that? Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, I got this idea to do this from Stacy and Jake, the Chapter Conundrum and the Book of Strummer. I'm going to put their video in the description below. It's a great video. You should watch it. It's very fun. But yes, they both did a top 25 in 2025 and they did a check-in. And so I was like, I want to do that too. So Stacy's like, go for it. So I'll put their video below. So make sure you give that one a watch. But anyway, yeah, give this a like if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe if you like my videos. And yeah, let me know in the comments how you're doing with this. Anyway, have a wonderful day. And don't forget, life is too short to drink bad coffee. So don't do it. Bye!